Hello my nakamas, and I'm back with another rant video. Of course I haven't posted one for a long time, considering the time window between this video and my last rant video, which was already over a month ago. And my video on Divine's new low has been striked by, surprise, surprise, Divine Roblox herself. Here's proof. Anyways, no more yapping, let's get straight into it. The current problem arising with AI is that it's currently infesting Roblox as well, and Roblox is doing nothing against it. Roblox hasn't even bothered to try and ban AI-generated games. Yes, AI is a great tool, but if it replaces humans' works, then there's basically no point in developing AI further, because it would be like committing suicide, but in a different way. And this is not what AI is supposed to do. AI is not supposed to infest platforms. Instead, AI should be used as an assistant, as AI stands for artificial intelligence, but it's not the case. But the reason why some AI-generated Roblox games should be banned is that sometimes the AI that contributes to constructing the game can create inappropriate stuff. Although AIs are built with a system that prevents inappropriate content, people have found ways to bypass this safety measure. But there's pretty much no types of those games on Roblox due to the AI's builders putting in more firewalls and safety measures that constantly get more difficult to break with new updates. But of course, there's always going to be that one hacker with 4 million IQ that somehow finds a way to bypass the content filter, and then the inappropriate content slips through. But the most prominent types of the AI-generated stuff on Roblox are AI-generated game thumbnails. I have 3 examples for you. You should get the gist of these AI-generated stuff now, and if you are clever, you will know that I picked these from the front page. Yes, that's right. Roblox are promoting these AI-generated games on the front page instead of underrated actual good games that are made by actual hard-working people. And these games are popping up on the front page at an unprecedented speed. And all of these games has at least over 60 active players in the game. And even if they don't, they'll still pop up on the front page to those unsuspecting players who might be suffering on playing absolute dog shit. And most of these AI-generated game is from the Sponsored tab. This is probably caused by yet another AI sponsoring the game in massive amounts of Robux, so it pops up on the front page. But they are most prevalent in the Trending in Categories tab. Most of these games will appear on there. Also, if you didn't know, Roblox has a total scandal with the sponsoring and advertising system. If you don't know, in order for your game to be advertised, you have to win a sort of an auction game. If you can pay back the most amount of Robux, you'll get the sponsor and advertisement. But if you fail to do so, well, too bad, so sad, you don't get it advertised. All of these factors add up to make a disadvantage for small creators who might not have enough Robux to pay back their massive advertising amounts. Because remember, only the luckiest ones gets 1 million Robux or more. All of this makes sponsoring your game just a gambling game with nothing else to it. And the top ones just plays first-class luxury, while the small creators lives economy class, with a fraction of 1/1,000,000% chance to climb to the top. I'm not a developer myself, but I can feel the pain when it comes to people other than you getting their games popular, especially if those made crappy games and you worked hard for it. And the big developers can just sit back and relax and be lazy as they enjoy using money to wash their butts. And using AI to generate thumbnails basically destroys the purpose of making and designing your game thumbnails, since AI can just replace human-made thumbnails. And while using AI reduces the hassle of making a thumbnail, it's basically insulting other devs who are willing to design their own thumbnails. It's basically saying, haha, get better you slowpoke. And as I mentioned earlier, it's very unfair for hard-working devs who just wants to bring a fun experience for their fans. And meanwhile, these devs don't care and make their fans play the same thing again and again. The whole point of creating a game is to bring joy to who you dedicate the game to, and not just try and use them as money-making machines as they buy the game passes and stuff. There are even developers who are so lazy that they use AI to code literal scripts for their games. Yes, you heard that right. Using AI for scripting. Like, how much levels of lazy do you have to be to do that? Doing this is so bad it makes GameFam look like a literal angel. And GameFam is the most scandalous developer group ever in the history of Roblox. Again, you can use AI to help you code scripts that would otherwise be extremely hard to code into, but it doesn't mean you can use AI for everything in the code. Since if you do so, it defeats the purpose of human coding. What's the purpose of commissioning a programmer to program your game when you can just use AI? It's just very unfair for programmers that seeks money, and they might desperately need it, and AI is just taking away these guys' incomes. I'm not saying that the AI itself is in the wrong here, but it's the developer's laziness that is in the wrong. And while hiring a programmer might seem lazy, it's actually diligence, if both the developer and the commissioned programmer works together. But well, it's not Elon Musk's fault he invented ChatGPT in the first place. Elon just wanted to revolutionize the definition of knowledge, but of course there's always gonna be that one dumb brain that uses the AI for its unintended purposes, that breaks its terms of service. Because really, nothing can escape into being made into inappropriate and weird stuff. Not even a new popular niche character, they'll always suffer being made into R34 arts. And when you see your character being made into R34 arts, it just makes you want to rage and cry at what it has become. And it's never good when people make weird stuff out of you without your permission. Speaking of inappropriate content, I will be making a video on the R63 problem of Roblox, so stay tuned for that and maybe subscribe. But anyways, back to our point. So, the conclusion is that just don't use or try to use the least amounts of AI in your Roblox game. Don't mock other hardworking developers by just being lazy and using AI to generate the literal game. Because let's be honest, no one likes rushed games, or games that doesn't have a redeeming quality to it. These games aren't relevant, and what you should do is, if you come across one, ignore it. No upvotes or downvotes. Let it be. Quick announcement, I will start posting more Souls RNG and Sonic the Hedgehog content, so if you're a fan of that, definitely check them out. Anyways, this saga of AI controversies better come to an end when 2025 arrives. But we all know that there's going to be more controversies that include AI in the future, so we don't have much hope. Currently, Roblox is on a doomspire to a bad future, kind of how like Sonic CD levels go to a bad future. And we players should kill the cancer in the Roblox community and ascend it to a good future and a good light. Although that would be an almost unfeasible task due to the many cancers and controversies constantly descending our great community into a bad future. And all of that would be hard to clean up. So we ranters should clean it up together, and goodbye and have a nice day, my nakamas.